Gemini, what's going on with you? I hope you guys are doing lovely. This is going to be your weekly reading from the 17th.
From the 11th through the 17th, ladies and gents. Let's get straight into it. Let's see what's going on. I want to see what's going on in your romantic love life, Gemini. I want to see what's going on
In your inner world, in your mind, in your feelings, in your projections, energetic projections towards whomever it is that you got in mind romantically. And then we're going to look at your person. So let's jump straight into it. What's going on, Gemini? What is your energy around this time? 10 of Coins reversed. So clearly you're dealing with a separation, a breakup. All right. A massive sense of instability within a relationship. And I feel like you've been in limbo. I feel that you have some good feelings towards an individual or the relationship. I feel like you still have a sense of affiliation, a good affiliation. But in all reality, the relationship has been in limbo. So not a lot of progress here when it comes to turning this separation around, so it seems. Tell me more about what Gemini is dealing with. The Two of Wands reversed. There's a lack of ability to make a choice here. All right. Again, I'm getting a lot of stagnancy. I'm getting a sense of limbo-ness, if you will. All right. So you're at a stalemate when it comes to your love life. King of Coins reversed. You may be compelled to withhold your energy at this time. You may be inclined to not invest into a relationship at this time and simply keep to yourself. All right. Not that you are doing very, very well. Definitely dealing with a strong connection here. We got the King and Queen of Coins. One is in the reverse. Nevertheless, ladies and gents, like I mentioned here, the King of Coins reversed as you are appearing as an individual that can be greedy. And in a romantic situation, this is someone that is greedy with themselves, or simply greedy may not be the appropriate term, but this is essentially an individual that is withholding their own goods, right? Due to the lack of stability, due to the lack of clarity, due to the lack of groundedness. I feel that you are choosing to focus on yourself. Now, see what's going on with the Ten of Coins. Why is the Ten of Coins here for Gemini? The Wheel of Fortune. So even though there's a sense of separation between you and somebody, there's an element of hope, or there's an element of you thinking and even imagining that things are going to turn around for the better. All right. In a sense, you are aligning with a positive turn of events from this situation, whether in this union or for yourself. Let's see. Tell me more. The Death reversed. You know, typically the Death is a card of an ending, but this is one that is hesitant on allowing change. Ladies and gents, however you're processing this heartbreak, you're not really making any progress, let me tell you. There isn't change in the relationship. Mind you, since the beginning of the reading, I've been emphasizing a state of stagnancy, a state of limbo, all right? One where there isn't a lot of movement going on. And not only is this lack of movement happening in the relationship, Knight of Coins reversed, there isn't action being taken towards your own balance. We're going to see how you're doing in regards to how you're dealing with this, but let's see. I see that you're very conflicted here. Tell me about the Two of Wands reversed. This is that lack of decision making. So I get the sense with the Six of Coins reversed, I get the sense that you, due to not getting, so due to you not receiving much from your person, because you're possibly being breadcrumbed or maybe not being offered a lot, you yourself are reciprocating that. It's kind of like you're mirroring, you know, you don't want to give me anything, I'm not going to give you anything. And this is putting you in a state where, you know, because you've received nothing from your person, no affection, no emotional communication, or no sense of nurturing, you yourself are in a state where you just can't make a decision. All right, you're having a hard time making a choice is what I'm seeing here. You're wounded. Seems like you're guarded, ladies and gents. You're guarded. I feel like you are guarding your emotions. I feel like you don't want to put yourself in a emotionally vulnerable position due to the conflict that you are experiencing in your partnership. Thus, this is putting you in the Magician reverse. Typically, the Magician is an individual that is strong-willed, right? This is someone here that has the tenacity to pursue whatever they wish in your case, a new beginning. But that's not the case. The case is that you are holding back. You seem to be at a loss of confidence here when it comes to this situation, when it comes to this relationship, or when it comes to your ability to make something positive out of this situation. All right, you're still living in the past, ladies and gents. As mentioned here with the death reverse, there isn't a lot of change happening here internally nor externally in the relationship. Why is the King of Coins reversed? Could be dealing with an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn individual. Let's see, what is the King of Coins here? The Emperor, Aries energy. So, what about this? The Ten of Wands. You're feeling crushed. I feel like you're feeling crushed. You're feeling quite oppressed by this situation. All right. I feel a lack of harmony, distress. The Empress reversed and the Emperor here. All right. So we had the King and Queen of Coins. Now we have the Emperor and the Empress. I've been getting these synchronicities all day. I think I got it for Sagittarius. I got it for Aries. Nevertheless, so you seem to be quite daunted, very insecure, all right, when it comes to your ability to turning the situation around, ladies and gents. I see a bit of grievance here, sadness. You seem to be quite crushed about what's going on here in your love life. What is it that you do want? What is it that Gemini wants out of this situation? What is it that Gemini wants out of this? The King of Coins reversed again. Okay. And the Eight of Coins. And the Strength card. I feel that there's a significant sense of instability within your own self. I feel that you've lacked confidence. I feel that you're lacking courage, ladies and gents. All right. I feel that you're stuck. Look at this. Got the King and Queen of Coins. Didn't we have that for you just a second ago? Am I tripping? Am I getting a deja vu? I don't know. I may be confusing your reading with somebody else's, but anyways. So there's a lack of stability internally, and this is leading to a lack of confidence, a lack of courage, and you're just stuck. You're stuck in that unhappy state. You're unhappy internally. You're unhappy, in the relationship or simply in your love life. Queen of Wands reversed. There's a lack of confidence here. Could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. The Knight of Wands. I knew it. I picked something up, ladies and gents. You may be in a third-party situation. All right. We got three individuals here: the King of Coins, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands. All right. You could be dealing with a fire sign. We got two fire elements here. Leo specifically, but could be an Aries or a Sagittarius. We got all court cards here, or we got these cards here. Nevertheless, I do see a third-party energy. So some of you find yourself in a third-party dynamic where you just feel you're just not inclined to give into it. You may feel as if there's not much you can do. Maybe you feel as if you got competition and you're just, your attempts towards cultivating a relationship with an individual would be futile. But in all reality, what would you want with this individual? Clarity. Clarity is what you would want. That's what I'm getting the sense of here, ladies and gents. So maybe you guys are in a no-contact situation. Maybe you haven't spoken to this individual in a while. Maybe you don't know whether this is even, if this even has potential. I feel that ultimately you would want clarity here. Again, you are in a state of limbo is what I'm seeing here. You're in a state of, what do I do? Right or left? Should I go? Should I not? Should I do this? Should I do that? So clarity is essentially your desire. What's going on with your person? What's going on with your person? What is this individual's energy towards you? Whomever it is that Gemini is dealing with, what is this individual's energy towards you? Damn, Ten of Swords reversed. There could have been betrayal here, ladies and gents. It seems like there was an atrocious ending, to say the least. But your person seems to be coming out of this. I feel that they're still dealing with residual energy when it comes to this fallout that you guys had. But they're definitely making an attempt or an effort to move past this ending that you guys had. All right. The Five of Swords reversed. I feel like this individual is keeping to themselves. Okay, with the Five of Swords reversed, this is a card of absolute conflict. And what I'm also getting here is that this individual is, in a sense, finding the light at the end of the tunnel in this situation. The Strength and the Three of Swords. Yes, they're brokenhearted, but they are finding that courage or that, that determination to overcome the situation. Even when it comes to how they're looking at you. Even how they look at the situation. So even though there might have been betrayal or a significant, disrespectful ending here or whatever may have happened between you two, it was toxic to say the least. This individual may be in this energy of being open to compromising. And even if it's not directly with you, just compromising with the situation, accepting the situation what it is, embracing the heartbreak is where I see this person's energy. Like I originally emphasized, I do see this person making an effort to overcome and move past this. All right, this is one of those energies of, forgiveness, even though it's not direct. It's like forgiving at a distance. Page of Swords. This is a card of, observance from afar. So I do get the sense that there isn't communication. There is defensiveness here between you two, and there's a lot of unresolved wounds. What I'm getting here, Ace of Cups. Wow, look at this. Ace of Cups, a new emotional beginning. This can insinuate that this individual may be coming around here and offering the opportunity to redo things. What is this Ace of Cups? I'm getting a sense of healing. What is this Ace of Cups? The Lovers. This is your energy. Mind you, roles may be reversed. Nevertheless, what I am seeing here, Gemini, is that this individual is making a choice. And that choice is to come towards you. All right. I don't feel like they don't want to let you go. They love you, ladies and gents. This person's got love for you. The Lovers, they want to come together in a union with you. The Empress, reversed. I feel this person quite shaken up by what's happened here between you guys. They are definitely very affected by this, and I feel that this person is inclined towards seeing eye to eye and trying to work things out with you. That's what I'm seeing here. Look, we got the Temperance energy and the Wheel of Fortune. Both cards of balance, both cards of goodness, both cards of positive turn of events. Talk to me about the Ten of Swords reversed. The Strength card, as I mentioned here, they're biting the fucking bullet. They are embracing the ending. They are embracing what has taken place here. The Two of Wands, they're still having difficulty making some sort of decision, is what I'm seeing. Wow, but they're making that decision. We got the Emperor here. So, Aries energy. With that said, someone here is coming out of a state of lacking direction, and I feel that they are, finding that courage or that confidence within themselves to come forward and pursue you. This person may feel that you guys are soulmates or that you guys have a very significant chemistry, so much so that y'all can move forward and have something extraordinary with one another. We did have the Emperor and the Empress, and now we have the Emperor once again, ladies and gents. All right, so what's going on here with the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords, Six of Cups? This individual is still dealing with the past. So whatever ensued here, whatever problems you guys have, they're still pulsing in this individual. They're still living in the past. They have not gotten over the past. I mentioned they're trying to get over this, but they're still harboring it, is what I'm clearly seeing. All right. Nevertheless, that's not stopping them from wanting to come towards you. And I do see this person, Knight of Wands. They may be rushing in. Look at this. We got cards of communication coming in full speed, ladies and gents. Somebody here wants to heal a relationship with you, ladies and gentlemen. All right. What is your advice? What is your advice? What is your advice, Gemini? The Ten of Wands reversed. All right, guys, you seem to be carrying a massive burden. And it's not even a sense of caring and dealing with the situation appropriately. It's as if the burden that this has set upon you is crushing you. All right? Maybe even paralyzing you. Hence that energy of stagnancy that I kept getting here. So you're in a need of having to come out of this. I feel like you got a lot of things to be proud of. Maybe due to your career, or maybe you're a beautiful individual and you get a lot of attention from others. There's a sense of, you being able to attain recognition due to your value. All right. Now, I feel that this light of yours, this brilliance, is something that is being dimmed due to this situation. Look at this. We got the sun reversed. Ladies and gents, you could be a shining star. All right. But due to the burden that you're carrying, or due to how you're dealing with the situation, I feel that the message here is to come out of this energy. This may insinuate putting yourselves in social settings or getting out. Some of you may be, having dealt with a lot of invulnerability, or maybe you guys have been just in this hermit type of energy where you've just not been social. Your advice is to get out there. Your advice is to surround yourself with people that appreciate you. Surround yourself with friends. Surround yourself with family members. Surround yourself with people, again, that bring you joy, that bring you a sense of praise. Because you do have things to be proud of, ladies and gents. And right now, you just seem to be fucking crushed. All right? So there's a necessity for you to come out of this negativity and do yourself the favor of putting yourself in an emotional state that is heightened. Okay, this is not necessarily you dealing with this problem in long term, but sometimes we do need a shift in mindset, in inner state, to eventually begin to work our way out. And that's what I'm getting. I feel that you're stuck in the fucking mud. You're stuck. You're paralyzed. You're shocked. You're stagnant. You need some sort of movement. You need a change, ladies and gents. Even if this is, because this is all superficial energy. This isn't going to bring you anything long lasting. This is all surrounded by instant gratification. But a little fucking dopamine rush can most certainly get you out of this fucking rut. And maybe then you'll feel better. Maybe then you'll feel more confident and make different choices in regards to how you're navigating the situation. Gemini. I'm going to go ahead and continue this in the extended, ladies and gents. I'm delving into this individual's actions towards you. The Emperor, it really seemed... Wow, look at that. Speaking of which, this individual is most certainly going to make their way towards you, is what I saw. We got the Judgment. So this is all about, resurrection. I feel that someone has the intention of growing something or raising it up from the dead. So I'm going to go ahead and look at this individual's actions from the 11th through the 17th. I want to see what this person's feelings are towards you. I want to see what this individual's biggest blockage is when it comes to connecting with you and the relationship. And I want to see what lies in the near future between you. If you're interested in the extended, the link is in the description. You want access to all the extendeds, ladies and gents? Take a look at the link below that. Stay blessed. I'll see you guys next time.